I have 10 extra on me that I farmed up. I farmed way too many. So I can front like 2 pants if you don't have shadows.
Yeah, if we're just doing the pants, I have the mats to make all the pieces, so if I can get some shadows too.
Discord. Hey, what is going on, folks? DJ Scott hanging out with you. It is Thursday night. We are going to get started with Black Temple here in just a few minutes. So the mix is going to get underway. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Hit that follow or subscribe button to help me grow my channel a ton. And welcome to the mix. We're in Black Temple, folks. Enjoy the trance and enjoy the raid.
Where's Keeks?
Keeks went offline.
I am dropping packets like you wouldn't believe.
So outside of Keeks, Stella, Esta,
Why?
are on her way.
Cool.
Keeks internet probably shit the bed again.
Poopy.
A is on Wi-Fi from like Starbucks down the road.
Oh, damn. That Starbucks must have some damn good internet.
Well, it was.
Come on, let's stabilize.
Like, he makes art look
think
like
it's
he's
working.
living in advanced
A
civilization.
little better? No.
Keeks is living again.
Fam, I'm in a city that has like top 3% internet. So, in the nation, we have 2 gig down, fam.
Let me tell you. So they have fiber run
tell you what.
to the, like street that's just like
Ping
100
time's
feet
kind of high
away from
too.
me, but they don't have it run down the road to my house. It's so annoying.
That sucks.
All I'm saying is it's not that hard to supply internet to 3 people.
Alright, well,
What is going on?
at 7:30 we should start at least clearing trash.
Hey.
Yeah, we're just waiting on Germa and...
We're inside, we're coming.
Oh, just so you know, 175 is what I have with just the.
My speed's fine. My ping is fine through speed test.
Can I possibly get a mage table, please?
I can summon one once I get up there and get bits.
Thanks.
Ooh, this cloak looks fucking sick.
Keeks just came back
Keeks
on.
is back.
I'm digging
Let's
it.
fucking go. Let's pull some shit.
Oh, here.
Oh, crime's ready. Let's go.
Oh, I didn't even change.
Oh.
Eat the egg. Rips it out.
All right, guys. I don't know what's going on with my internet connection right now. Apologize if the frames are dropping.
Do we just want to...
Comes and
I was
goes.
gonna say we're just gonna pull
Like, I'm not able to isolate what the issue is. So just bear with my internet.
if something happens that we have to run back in before a comma. We don't have
Sounds
That's a good idea.
And my ping time
Alright.
with Blizzard's almost 100
They're distracted
milliseconds.
only
There's
for a little
something
bit
wrong
longer,
with
so
my
if you want to
internet.
pull, do it.
It's never that high.
Need a clicker for. No, there's a table up behind Esta. Esta is already a table.
Dang it.
Yeah, come on, let's stabilize.
These guys cannot be stunned.
We're tanked.
stuff, so we flew too close to the sun.
And for sure.
You get an initial chain heal crit too.
Yeah, and then it was like, hey bud, guess what? You're frozen, and you're dead.
Bella's not even in combat, just risen people.
Let's go, Stella.
Speed clearing.
Stella for president?
Good thing I've had a chance to help you.
Stella for Guild Healer.
Hell yeah.
Best game of his own.
Oh, look, this shield right here, everybody.
His shield
Stella.
for baby Ant.
Baby Ant needs a shield.
They pulled that. They
going
pulled
on?
that skin off of like the level 3 one.
The best skin.
That's a fucking dinner platter, bro.
Let's all go into the right and kill these dragon assholes.
Let's fuck them up.
Back it up, Tear. Back it up.
I didn't see that, Mika. And you didn't see me do the same thing.
There's 2 now. Just still 2. Okay.
Back of the raid, watch the pack coming down the road.
There's one on crime, and there's one on stus.
There's 2 on Stus.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to yank it from you. Alright, I'm pulling it back.
Keep
You
pulling.
mark the tank.
Oops.
They're marked. At least in frames.
They're marked.
Oh, we made more friends.
They weren't.
Where?
Right behind us, we got a pat.
Okay. I got the one car. Nope, Ant's got it. Or I've got it. I don't know who's got it.
Yeah, looks like you got it.
I got it.
One's on crime.
Oof.
Seems like it is. Oh, thanks, Chad.
We fly so high, we fly so high.
So there's another one even longer?
Oh, that Doom Bolt's AoE and it's hurt. Oh, that was fun.
I feel like we get a ton of sapphires.
Good job, KJ.
Oh, Spiker looks so sick now.
KJ, your clamp is working.
I saw.
Wolverine.
Sorry, Monger, I got backspace now.
Do you prefer Logan Weapon X?
Or you can just loot them, that's fine. No, you can keep it. I don't have any backspace. I thought more people were buying oils, and I didn't keep 30 bag slots filled with oil.
F.
Just gonna run back. Still coming.
Keep running, keep running.
We fly so high, we fly so high.
If they're targeted on you, dragons. Alright, the Wind Reaver's down. The one in the back is on Monger.
Yep, I picked him up. Run it back.
You guys were saying they hit less when they're slightly in the air, right, as opposed to being on the ground?
Come on. What is going on?
The
Someone
bats
mentioning
too.
that. Oh, the bats, okay.
The gargoyles in Mount Agile.
Oh, those guys, okay.
Yeah, the little spell casting attack only hit for like 1800, and their melee hits hit for 3k.
That's baby ant gear right there. Look at all that defense rating. Oh,
Male defense gloves at level 68. Let's go. Hunter
Shaman
tank.
I mean, Shaman.
Alright, Zulia. Let's see it.
It's Frost Shock.
Shields back, let's go.
Weren't Shamans originally designed to be tanks?
Up to level 50.
If you have Vams,
Again, gotta keep pulling so that they get to the ground.
I'll grab the dragon simulator.
drop for the fire.
Scout hold. I tried talking.
Oh, we have a
Oh,
mouth
we
breather.
got a.
Oh, we got a mouth guy.
is minty fresh. Fresh.
Oh,
Pulling.
oh, what the crap?
It's
Oh, Reign of Chaos.
yeah, it's got the other beer bringer,
Be right back, guys.
tummy face.
That was my nickname in high school.
Billy
Tummy
breather?
face.
Tummy face.
Wait, you're one of those people that make faces with their belly buttons.
Teachers can be so cruel,
Yeah.
man.
Oh no.
Shuffle, shuffle.
Tell you what, 200 gold or 200 grand in gold, and I'll give you mine.
Hey guys, I just got disconnected. I'm logging back in right now.
We figured.
Oh,
I saw you leave Discord. I was like, oh,
Oh shit, we got another one.
easy.
Yeah, I got something going on
got
with my
it.
internet.
Fix it.
Ooh. Not tons.
Oh, I'm stunned in this.
I got
Oh.
yeah. Double stun. Holy shit.
Fudge.
That's what we get for pulling off the tech.
What happened?
Yeah.
Should we run back or?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll heal you, Ants.
Yes. Thank you.
I got you, bro.
I'll heal you.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, I should probably heal myself.
Oh god, bro, I'm fucking hurting.
Ant, please take some damage.
Bandage spell.
No, I got
You're
a
gonna stun
bumper.
me and then watch. It's like this takes him stun. Irene.
It's alright.
There it is.
Teleria, you're a healer right now.
Yep.
Good you go.
Good job.
I appreciate it.
I put Blessing of Seal of Wisdom, Judgment of Wisdom on it. Or not Wisdom, Light. I mean,
we are struggling with Twitch tonight.
I'm a rogue.
Thanks,
You got
Brian.
ya.
I see your name coming up.
all that melee can just heal themselves by hitting it.
There's something going on with
I'm a rogue.
my internet.
Oh,
Not lagging horribly.
It was all for baby ant gear. Look at that
I
stand.
let my ping
It's
times
just
are much
upping, isn't
higher
it,
than
dude?
what
Leather gear for you, man. You're getting stacked.
damn and defense is all attack.
Something's up. I don't know what's going on here.
Thanks, Lord. Thanks, Healy. Fine.
Anytime, bro.
Get it.
Anytime.
Oh, Maui.
I wasn't about to let you die, bro.
No problem longer.
Yeah, that was all you, Solaria.
Crime helped out too.
I was healing.
We all fucking teamwork makes the dream work.
Did you just
Yep.
vampiric embrace on the target and just pump?
Crime, you're a second
No,
heal.
I actually fucking heal. I actually healed. It was like casting heals out of Shadow Spec.
Ugh. This is so sad. Pass it to me. Pass it to me.
Okay, we can fucking probably blow these motherfuckers up.
Not with.
Oh yeah,
Well,
maybe not. Yeah, true.
we have 2 mages and 0 warlocks.
I think Crime could solo it.
If he blocked him enough.
It's like he's getting ready to go on hot.
Well, it's a
I
good
got
thing.
you, Crime.
It's a good thing we cleared that trash pack back there from the people running back.
Oh, we have enough to
Oh,
do this
good
that
call.
trash pack.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah,
Probably do
I
the
can
non-elites or the tiny baby boys, not the big honky man.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
We're all back.
You want me to pull the baby?
Let's fucking go. Let's go.
Buffs up
Off of
Okay.
you tried.
Things are
Yeah,
stabilizing
I'm
a
not
little
wasting
bit here.
time buffing. Let's go. You guys just keep fucking dying anyway.
Yeah.
We'll buff the wood boss.
Bearman
Mike?
on
Blink
cell.
out of stun and then dead.
Is it a promise or a threat?
Well, we do know that it has a brain of fire, and he does a stun. So,
Even
best
your
thing to
mic-
do is stand on top of each other, so we all get stunned and like in the fire.
How does
You
the
need-
mic taste today?
You must be
That
delicious.
the way you guys are raiding, that's for sure.
I
Oh,
hear you
shit.
do a lot more DPS because you get a lot more rage if you tank Supremus on top of the volcanoes.
Oh,
Ooh.
shit.
Oh, big boy thoughts.
Yeah, you can heal through that.
Rock Valley
Over
man.
here playing stuff. Don't go with Spike.
One on Sadao, one on Germa. Watch out for the fire.
One of them's on me.
Spiker, you're standing in the fire. Maui.
That's busted.
There we go. We are stabilizing.
Melee.
Monger, you're always able to get him to clip into the floor. I love it.
It's because he's so low to the ground.
But I think it's gnome life.
Oh, they're on the ground. I'm sprinting to distract.
Ooh, dude.
Get him? Oh, wow,
Sick.
Look at you.
I can distract the dragons. I'll do it right before they fly up.
Wait, do I need anything
Give
off
people a chance to
Supremus?
get mana.
No. I'm sorry. Maybe. Nope.
Man, it's good enough.
Cooler. Above 70.
Trying to get the back.
Try to get the. Oh, you got that? Okay. Try to get the back one.
Yeah.
You got that one?
Yes. Skull.
Alright, so
Oh, nobody wins that skull.
Yeah. Skulls.
Skull
Just
tank.
burn the raid.
Oops.
So whose fault is that, Julia?
I mean, one of the tanks should definitely be picking up the main kill target.
Yeah, probably.
Didn't have a
Yeah.
go.
Is that a warning for Ant?
He didn't
I
have
don't
a
know if it was ran by it.
It was a warning for Ant because Ant's skull.
There was a skull on it.
It was marked
Stella not
appropriately.
in combat?
Nope.
We were joshing you guys. Gotcha.
Dude, Solari and Scott are at like 50% durability already.
Yeah, I'm at 68 right now.
Right.
That means we gotta get to a comp and get that repair.
Yeah, I don't think Stella's entered combat once.
No,
Oh, yeah.
Stella's just been a boss and stealth.
Alright, so the same as last week, we're gonna form a circle around Supremus, just run around with him. It seemed to spread out the volcanoes pretty well.
Can I get debuffs?
And cookies.
Esther, you said you wanted an oil, right?
Oh, I have.
Okay.
I bought all the bee juice for the recipes a while back, so now I gotta make them because I can.
Good old days of having lots of bee juice.
Staying alive.
Staying alive.
So there, I still have a Carhartt if you want
Staying
one.
alive.
Shit.
That was some oddly synced up audio right there. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it was.
Carhartt, really?
Oh. So now where you at?
Yeah, so Peaks, you are going to want to stay at maximum melee range. And then during phase 2, you have to run away from it. We are outside, so as a shaman, you got it pretty easy. You can just do Ghost Wolf to run around and avoid the volcanoes. The one trick is you need to stay within 30 yards of him. If you go past 30 yards, he'll turn, look at you, and sprint at you, and one-shot you.
Turn around, punt you.
Only if he's
Asta
got
knows.
his daze on you, though, right?
No, that's if you run out. That's why we have the distance marker, because when somebody goes past the 30 yards, it can force his gaze to switch.
Yeah, I have that. I just thought it was.
Are we still doing that consumable check thing? That program, that Iron Forge Armory or whatever it was called?
Iron Forge Pro? I haven't done it in a while. But I check consumed right now. It does doesn't add on.
It comes up on the ready check.
Okay,
What if you
Good
what
raid
if you
tools for the win.
what about if you pop the consume before, like during the pull?
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
I just popped a 5-minute elixir. Let's go.
Well,
What
whenever
5-minute elixir?
5-min time.
when crime's ready.
I'm ready.
No, if you pop it after the pool, then it doesn't.
Momento.
Cool.
Look at him go.
Remember, a circle.
It's frozen.
Try not to be physically closer to the core of the boss than Ant is.
Let's wait till after. We don't have to. We're gonna have to do the kite phase soon. So he's gonna go to the kite phase and then come back to this one. Once Ant and Chad are set, we'll hero. As kite phase is in 5, melee, you probably want to head out.
Searing Totem 5, no.
Volcano!
Ooh.
I tried to get to you, Stella. You want me to get him up? Just don't.
Yeah, wait till volcanoes are done. So once we get after the big safe, then go ahead and grab it. Don't need a volcano spawning right when we get them up.
Oh, we're in a
Where are
bad
you
spot.
at, Stella?
Right in the middle, basically. Should be safe as long as we don't get another one popping up. Tank phase and 8.
Oh, you way.
Chad and I right here.
That was pro Zulia.
And that's volcano
Yeah,
right on.
we said not to do it until after this phase.
Alright, Chad's at the
Alright, go ahead and harrow and get Stella.
Chad, grab it, please.
I already got him up.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's best to stand up and
Chad's dead. Chad's dead.
I was right behind you. Sorry.
Ant.
I'm gonna be taking hatefuls. Ant's got tank.
Where we at? 57%. %.
Switching to wisdom. Run to me.
Whoa, charge.
Try not to get like 40-yard range and he'll charge it.
IMD is not gonna be ready.
44%.
So Pika, that's all you.
No, I have 40 seconds.
Do you want me to get anybody up?
Oh, crime is close.
Stella, but wait until the tank phase.
Oh, it was so close. You're at 42%.
Mel, can you, when Stella gets up, can you interview?
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
39%.
But you have more hit points than me, Maui? But I don't know why he didn't hate for me.
Oh, he was probably closer. You gotta stand between his legs. That's another part of it.
This does has on. Do you want me to use it?
Yeah, go ahead.
34%.
I just was at max range. Still go ahead.
Throw that fire. 29%.
Okay, he's hatefulling me now. Just at the end of the damn phase.
27%.
Watch the volcano.
26%.
Run away, Esther. You scared?
Volcano right over.
He has a thing where he likes to just turn and then punt me and I'm right there.
Take phase in about 5.
Right under.
Oh my god, there's so many volcanoes.
23%.
This way.
Volcano
And
fire.
he was out on it.
Just stand next to Ant so we can both get changed on.
Thank you.
Ooh, good thinking.
21%. 19. 17. 15. 5. Now he's down. 14.
Kite phase at 5.
We are at 12%.
One more phase.
10%.
Volcano.
Oh my.
We're gonna have to kite around the corner here. What?
Oh
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
No.
Oh shit.
Mel, you're gonna want to go bear.
When he did the knockback, for some reason it teleported me right next to him because it put me up on a wall or something. I don't know.
Want me to misdirect Ant or Mel?
On what?
Rest on issue, go to Ant.
Oh
We
shit.
are at
A
7%.
little bit because we're okay.
Bad RNG with those volcanoes.
Let's bring it home, y'all.
There's 6%.
Popping shield wall.
5%.
Shield wall's off.
You guys
Oh.
can do it.
3%.
I'm Dolly just died.
Larry, heal.
3%.
Yeah.
He got it, bro. We got it.
And Dolly had to say.
1%. Oh, still is down.
William, go.
Stella died 3 times that fight.
There we go.
Yeah, good job, everybody.
Clean.
Oh, nice.
Job, everyone.
Fuck.
Clean as fuck.
Jeez.
Alright, get up the loot master. Let's go.
I was trying to heal Ant and I got killed.
Yeah, I think you took a hateful, didn't you?
Yep.
I
I
was
had to get too close to him to try to heal Ant.
But we still one-shot it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was right behind Ant, and I took a hateful. That was really weird.
I think he was in the process of turning him when it happened, so.
Yeah, that
Yep,
might
exactly.
have been
His back was right where the volcanoes were, so I tried to turn him so his back was gonna give everyone else a little bit of space. Didn't realize
gotta-
what it was.
I would say be careful with turning him, Ant. As long as you're not taking damage, just hold him where he is.
Yeah.
Only because he has a huge hitbox, melee can run around and adjust. But when you turn him, like you can with how big his hitbox is, you can actually outrange the healers.
Yeah, so we have to get in his hitbox, would really suck to heal. That's why, yeah, next time we need you and Ant to like stack on top of each other.
Idol of the White Stag.
Like I can get to Chad for taking him, but I can't get to
Yeah, because his hitbox is so large, it's out.
Cauldrons of the Abyss of Fury.
Healing range.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. I know at first we were doing the separate spots just as we were thinking that whoever was underneath the boss closest to get it, but it looked like that wasn't really happening. So we can switch our strategies.
Yeah, with you turning him, I think it's the closest to.
Remember, it's roll 99 for off-spec.
Ant doesn't want those shoulders. They look like ant shoulders right there.
Yeah.
That's all the beef.
Yeah,
Yep, that
I was
is all
gonna
the
say,
beef.
you're like last and
And then,
Prado
like,
on the tier shoulders, so you might want to grab those.
I'm always in different conversations.
Jesus, those shoulders are almost 1,000 hit points alone.
It's amazing.
Stella, I thought I rezzed you like 3
Sorry, I
times.
wasn't distracted.
Yeah, I didn't have a counter res.
Well, I'm coming to get you,
My bad,
dude.
Noah.
Let me just delete my idol of the White Stag. It's no longer
Oh,
quite
Prime,
as
I
white.
got him. You can go up front.
Oh boy! Can't wait to pull more. I can't wait
There
to
we go.
pull more and watch
Okay.
people die.
Guys, that was a really good recovery, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The
boss is
slip
dead.
through that. We do good when shit hits the fan. We just can't plan it out.
But now we got easy trash. This is the easy trash, easy shit. Next 2 bosses.
Sure.
Alright, so heads up, guys. The skull and the square, which Ant and Chad will be picking up, they cleave.
Oh,
Wait, stack of rebuff.
Are
Sorry, I
those
had
the
a lot,
primary
but-
focus targets, or are those just MD targets?
They're just targets for Ant and Chad to pick up. If you AoE, you're going to be hitting everything else. If you're single target, just be behind Skull and kill Skull.
I think for these, it's best to do it for Chad and I tuck them both into the opposite corner, and we'll guys have all that other room to mess with everything else.
Sure, just as long as we don't drag them through the raid.
Yeah. We don't want that.
Learned that lesson last week.
Well, then we should definitely be line side. Easy trash, you say, but it is still a pain in the ass to keep them all. Because one of them is a friggin' hunter, and
Let Prime get Brett before you guys just start seeding. waiting 2 or 3 seconds makes everything so much cleaner.
But I think Prime wants us all on this side, right, Prime? The side you're on?
yeah, I would stay. We come back
follow
into
us.
this hallway back here.
Okay, Chad, in that case, let's adjust. If they're going to be inside, then yeah. You
Yeah,
got it.
you guys pull the big guys to the left. I'm going to duck around the corner and face pull them, throw consecrate, run back here, and then start casting Holy Wrath.
Can I get a salve real quick before you pull?
Suppose.
Thank you.
Me too.
Carl, give me a custom blessing. Thank you, Carl.
I always do.
Was it Blessing of Kings because you are a king?
No.
Ayo.
The one that makes him do damage when he blocks, and also
Makes them take less damage.
takes slightly less damage.
Yeah,
Pika, are you here?
That buff is tits and strat, let me tell you.
Yeah. And it's great for lots of little things.
Alright, are we ready?
The double rock.
Rare and elusive it is.
Yep, it's the gouge.
That guy just
It's rapid shot bastards. They're immune to stun.
Solaria, why'd you give me a fear ward?
That was on accident. Hit the wrong button.
You better pump this full KJ.
I'll fucking go on.
I do what I can when I can.
Yeah.
Gouged.
You know, the stuff you do when you play a support class.
I wouldn't know what that's like.
You could probably tell what lane I played in League of Legends.
Bottom.
Support.
Yeah.
rabbit.
I played a bunch of jungles too. Rammus jungle was pissed.
You were a bottom.
Power bottom.
My Draven main salutes you, sir.
Oh shit, dude. Nautilus all the way. Nautilus and Leona.
You guys are like
Swift
speaking
heal
French.
ankle, and
I haven't played the game in a long.
Dude, Lux was busted as fuck though.
Yo.
Do we remember to bring all the Hearts of Darkness?
Yes, I have them in my bag. I also have
good.
the void crystals.
Where's Scott?
Brian,
Why is Scott dying so much?
That's because he was doing #1 DPS.
Yeah.
And then the gouge happened. And then
And then the
Cryphis.
gouge happened.
Yeah, they turned around and slapped me.
The raid likes to live. Scatty down.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's just grab this group for a little extra room. Same as
Yes.
before.
And making comments in raid chat because he's swole.
You know, those are the Goldman Testa.
Those are healing ones.
So we have stronger readers than you have.
She's a what is that thing called where they
Perfectionist.
yeah
Completist.
completist.
Completionist.
A woman. Oh shit.
Is she really?
Chad, did you just find
no
out?
idea.
Can't confirm.
Can confirm.
No idea that I was.
Everybody get back over there.
Stranger for all you know.
The shoulders are BOP.
Hey, that's the Chad can't confirm that because you're playing as Chad, remember?
Alright, well, I'm gonna pull anyway.
2, 1.
Half the raid listened.
Thank you, Bio.
Oh no, that's
That was
Gouge.
real inopportune. Scott, what durability you at, bro?
48 now.
It's okay, we just need to down shade and then you can have all the repairs you want.
Yeah, it's all good.
Dude, we'll one-shot Shade.
Remind me to
I don't know about that. Shade's pretty hard.
okay.
Does
then.
Trevor work against gouge?
Okay, which one of them gouges?
It is the defilers? No,
The
it's
bone
the
slicer.
bone slicers. Yeah.
I've been doing
Bone
this spell
Slicer.
pretty quick,
Also
yeah.
immune to stun.
Oh, your way. Yes, tonight. My God.
Thank you, Chad. Hold on,
How you
Bone
doing back
Slicer.
here, Mongi?
Dude, Monger's just tanking its skeleton.
I got you.
Get him,
Pump
KJ.
Monger.
Fine.
You got to save him.
I'm fine.
Or most of the
Action
gouges
there.
falling off pretty quick, right?
Yeah.
Eventually, because of DRs, yeah.
Oh no, I'm asking because I think they're actually cleansable and I have.
They are. They're cleansable.
Banish.
Oh, it is a poison, huh?
Yeah, so I've been hitting most of them. It's just when they're happening in the middle of a chain heal or something that takes a second.
Dude, let's see a DPS haste rating tonight for once.
That'd be cool.
Bring a
Oh, speaking
knowledge.
of haste, I have haste on.
Let's see like 10 of those ranks tonight.
How many tuppence is a haste pot?
More than you can afford, peasant.
Ferrari. Vroom vroom. Esta, if you want to keep those for your priest, you can take them.
Wait, can I use it?
They're BOP.
Yeah. The patterns patterns BOE. The patterns BOE.
Okay.
So you can send the pattern to your priest.
Sorry, I know you were talking, Chad, but I can hear my ears.
Sorry, could I buy a stick? Expensive. It's gonna be for Marathon.
That makes sense. As well. Start our experiments.
Oh, you guys are for science?
Yeah, on blood oil.
Trend thing.
Gotcha.
To be able to overtake the other tanks.
Mm-hmm. I went and picked up a new belt.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, no,
I think we can banish the fucking Heart Seekers and the whatever, the demons. If we wanted to save some trouble.
I got ace pods. Ooh.
Can't you get the skull? I'll get square. Chad get X.
Get him.
Chad, get this.
Ready.
They double resisted. Luckily, never mind. They are independent.
Oh, damn.
Oh! Okay, they are independent. Okay!
They don't give
They're
a
not
fuck
linked.
about that guy.
They're just like, yeah, so anyways, Illidan made me clean the toilet again. It was really rough.
A little extra space for that field.
It's a not for
Oh, Fred.
Go, friend.
See, we got hit with the tremor totem. It's like, oh, tremor totem.
What a great shadow fiend.
I just saw a whole bunch of people run by me and I didn't run, so.
Right.
I've seen it.
They're coming back now. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't know that they would just not give a fuck.
Dude,
They probably didn't
Illidan
like that
told
guy.
them to patrol that hallway, and that's what they're gonna do, damn it.
Guess so.
Don't forget that the ash.
But they're not
Tome
gonna send
has
out any
huge
warnings.
Yeah, the Ash
Just
Ones
see the
have a
dead
huge
bodies of
aggro
their
radius.
friends.
Yeah, we learned that last week.
Mm-hmm. The easy way, right?
Crystal Forge Ward. Or Hone Void Axe.
From ROB.
Yeah.
That thing looks so sick.
Of course. Ranged guy.
Just for funsies.
Oh, I've got nothing to do.
Poor Brian.
Well, seeing if I could banish it so that next time when we get the fucking bone slicer in the group, I can just banish him.
Yeah.
So you can suck it and gouge.
You can just hit it and pretend like you're doing something.
That's what
That's
I
what he was doing.
Okay.
And Chad, you're gonna grab Moon and Triangle. Kill order will be the same. Skull, X, and then Square. Moon and Triangle bleed.
Chad, you want me to get the skull and the moon, and then you grab triangle and X, I guess?
I was gonna say Crime could probably grab those three.
Here they come.
Just grab
Shit.
those two and get them
One
out of
inside
the
range.
range.
Sounds good. Alright then, just
Coming right for us!
moon and triangle out.
Let them get the consecrate.
And LOS Skull is still way out there.
Come around the corner. Oh, the fucking pet's got it. Raw. Crime has it.
Get the totem that's out, guys. They're very easy to kill.
There's 50 of them on the ground.
Ah,
All of them.
Oh, that fucking little wolf thing is fucking people up.
Yeah, it is. Those feral spirits suck.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, get Scott now. Scott and I gotta have a race for durability.
hey
Who can
now.
get to 0 first?
Who can have the highest repair ball?
Or who can get to 0 first.
Do those things charge regardless of range? Maybe we should all stack. The feral spirits.
I don't know what they do.
I know they charge, but I don't know if it works if we're stacked or not. We can do it on the next one.
Chad, our guys are on the same swing cycle. That was weird.
Yeah.
Oh, your cycle's low.
Oh man.
That's too long. Yep.
I think that tends to happen when you guys spend so much time.
You and me?
Bitches.
When he's taking red like that, we definitely want to make sure they're not.
Also one of those sync up things.
But not enough hearts.
Need more rings.
You guys do realize there's like 6 months of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh yeah.
Really? Just 6 months?
On during that 6 months.
Probably a little longer than that.
At this rate, we still won't have all the rings we need in 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that the amethyst and the sapphire should stop dropping, and the crimson should start dropping.
Yes.
Okay, so Monger banished Star and Gravy banished Nipple. Everything else normal.
Anything else can finish microphone?
Staticky microphone.
Is it staticky?
Either that or you're like blowing into it as you're talking.
Yeah, he is blowing into it as he's talking.
Or blowing that.
Well, I have it really close to my face because you guys always complain that it's too far away.
You can't cast that yet?
Hey, you got him the boats come over. Great.
There should be no gouge on crime because the
Bone Slicer is
defilers are
about to
banned.
be free.
I'll get on it.
Never mind, they're both banished again. Just kill these 2 Heartseekers.
Ant and Chad. Ant grab Star, Chad grab Nipple. Oh wait, they got 18 seconds.
Yeah, we'll kill these guys.
Trying
And a
to
lot of
stand it
hits.
between the 2 and consecrate. So for when they get gouged.
You guys are actually pretty far now.
Oh, what's up, birthday boy?
Oh my god. No.
No.
Bart, my friend Lucy, ever since Blackwing Lair, every time we read together, he always puts happy birthday moves in general. Everybody can you.
The same person? Oh my god.
We had to call raid an hour and a half early.
Oh, that sucks.
Our tank, his dog got hit by a car and took it to the vet, so he's taking care of the dog. And then 2 of our other melee, both worked the same job and they got called in. And then the other one, his wife is giving birth right now.
That seems like all reason.
Yeah, it's all at the same time. Nobody was meant, so we just went in, farmed trash, and killed 2 bosses.
That one where his wife is having a baby, that's some bullshit.
No, that's unexcusable.
No, I'm
Yeah,
joking.
that's good.
People shouldn't be having sex. What are you talking about?
He's not giving birth, she is.
But it was all legit reasons, so we just killed trash and called it early. The
hospital has Wi-Fi, no excuse.
Yeah, they have true sight. My bad. I forgot the dogs have
Just
true
imagine
sight.
telling your wife you'll be at the hospital when you're done with the raid.
No, we
Kill
have
the
to.
dogs first.
Alright, we
Get
got
the totem.
communicate on this one, guys. Battlelord up this one outside. Alright, move on with you, Chad.
Are we killing the dogs first?
Yeah, they're
the
good munching
dogs.
people.
Oh, someone coiled it.
Cyclone for some reason.
After that, we're gonna grab the Mystic.
My apologies, guys. Sorry.
GG's.
I think
Did you see what happened? That anyway, because a couple of us.
There is a totem at Cyclones, by the way.
And it
Yep.
deleted me. I got deleted.
The cyclone totem.
We'll get that totem in PvP.
Hey, dude, by the way, that happened to us too. Our rogue forgot that literally today, so we double pulled with 19 people. We killed it though, but like,
Yeah.
out of nowhere. But
Alright,
you
grab
guys
the
are
Primalist.
very good.
But KJ never makes mistakes.
Oh no, I'm perfect. Yep.
However, one pebble thrower. It just worked too well that time.
His mommy tells him that every day.
It's also the only.
No, she actually doesn't.
So picture Katie throwing a rock on the fucking fridge, just magnetic on there. You guys are at the boss where we called it because we could not do this boss with 19 people.
Just not enough to control the ads.
We had 2 tanks. One was off-spec tanking Paladin, and then we didn't have the DPS to burn all the guys in the middle before the Conjurers or whatever they're called, the Summoners, kept spawning. So kill one, there was already another one on it over and over again.
Damn.
Oh, it sucks.
Yeah, we had 3 healers only, but we killed everything else until here with 3 healers and 2 tanks.
That's
God,
good.
a man.
Yeah.
Only Esta died, so I think that's kind of okay.
See, that's like the one thing we lucked out on. Everything that drops from this raid for us for the past couple weeks has all been healing gear, so our healers are stuck.
You know, I was tempted to bring the stack of only 2 repair bots, but I was like, no, I feel like I should bring a full stack.
Well, I mean, there's a repair right after a comma.
Yeah, we're almost there.
There you go.
I'm making a joke, fucker.
Damn. I'm sorry, Stevie.
Oh my god. Ha 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 ha.
Well,
Hey, KJ.
where are we? Yeah, what's up?
The groups over here to the left and to the right.
Yeah. Yeah.
They have true sight.
Yep, I know that.
Are you sure?
But at
I
least
learned
Manga
through experience.
respect.
Yo, they got true sight, guys.
Go ahead and pull once they get between the 2 pillars.
Are we just gonna kill these groups this week or hold on to an ad?
We're gonna just kill them. We don't need the ad.
Cool. Nah.
We killed the group last week and it went fine.
It went a little too fine.
That's because the comma's a loot pinata.
Yeah, I'm like, that's it?
Yep.
Realistically, if we didn't have the DPS,
Just another heart.
it's a compliment. Just kidding.
Hakuna Matata.
What does it mean?
It means no worries.
For those 3 days?
Ant and Chad, Ant and Crime fight over Skull, Square, and X, and Chad pull Moon out of the raid.
See, they actually don't have true sight because there's no feral spirits. See?
Oh shit.
The Lions say on the store.
Oops.
I got you.
Chad, they were all on you.
Bringing the skull in.
I emptied square to you, Chad, so you just have to double listen. Oh, my bad.
Okay, you really concentrate.
Get the cyclone totem.
Come on, Totem. Why?
It's trying to keep you alive.
It did not last time. Last time I had to lead it right as soon as I got out of it.
Hey, another heart. Nice.
HODs.
Alright, on this pull, Ant is going to be on Square, Chad's going to be on Moon, Crime will be on Skull and X. And your target.
Yeah.
Oh, Andy, let's run away.
He dipped a corner on you, I saw that.
That was bold.
He got you with the juke, is like Latanian Tomlinson.
You totally was.
At least wait for me to get the aggro on them before trying to pull off.
What's getting smacked?
For Christ's sake.
Last thing needs to start yelling at people.
Yeah, right? Haven't heard last thing tonight.
Lasting. Lasting.
Alright, Stus, Ant, Chad, and then the hunters are gonna be on the side we are right now. Zulia, Crime, and the Warriors and KJ are gonna be on the left side.
Oh, Poodle's not in
He's in Discord.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, because he's showing his screen. That's right.
He's streaming the best song ever.
Nations D?
No, something a little more cultured.
Who's on what side?
Or on left, Spike. With Crime.
Melee is with Crime on the east.
Hmm.
Keeks, if you can, drop your tremor totem.
Focus the Spirit Binders first.
Yep. Spirit Binders first.
And Keeks, once the shade walks up to a comma, you're gonna heroism and blow everything. Gotta kill the shade as fast as possible.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Oh, no worries. I'll get you right after this group. There you go, buddy.
Chandler's Rummel's all dead.
Monger, can you call out when the last one goes down?
It's got 10%. Down. Dead.
Alright, everybody to the middle, except for the tanks. Go ahead and heroism, everybody blow everything, kill shade. I think you're good.
Yep.
Sometimes the mobs will do a spawn, but I think we're okay.
We caught him. Easy clap. Fucking free loot.
For everyone but Maui.
Ooh. Ooh.
Congrats. Damn.
Adjusted.
Damn, those fucking gloves.
Fuck, hey.
Hopefully I'll get those next week.
Congrats, Sadao. Good shit.
Congrats, Sadao.
Lick slips.
Alright, so if you guys need to wait, the RP has to happen for the stuff to turn passive towards us.
Who are we gonna do first this week? Terran?
Yeah, we rocked Terran last week. We'll do Terran first this week.
Okay.
And then we'll head to Blood Boil. Damn, that belt has a shit ton of haste on it.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Give it a KJ.
Where's this repair guy at?
Oh no, Stuss got it.
He's gonna be up on top of the stairs once the RP is over.
A few people rolled main spec.
Yeah.
Gargle will handle it.
I'm not gonna lie, I saw one of those dudes in stealth and I freaked out.
Oh look, I can turn the quest in now.
I did that last week, KJ.
Yay!
Yo,
Where's crime?
Alright, let's go kill Illidan now.
Okay.
Oh, hold on, repairs.
yeah, everybody repair before we go.
Wait, don't yet.
They're not on yet.
Oh, I already did.
What repairs are now on?
Right.
Hey guys.
We've done this trash. We all know it's actually pretty fucking easy.
Except for be careful at the top of the stairs.
Yep, I'm marking the control now.
All the staircases are traps in the room.
For most of these packs, because they're kind of AoE packs, let me body pull and put them in position and consecrate before anybody else does stuff, please.
Sounds like a reasonable request.
It's not gonna happen, but there's a request.
I say it every pull. Nobody cares.
I mean, I was pretty eloquent that time.
Right. Are we all here? Looks like I'm pulling.
We're fine.
Watch out for the flaming
Watch out
swords
the
in
guys
the raid.
that throw their weapons. That one that came out of my consecrate is running around.
Because despite the request
Blade.
to wait,
it's in a trap. Watch the top of the stairs. You're gonna get the riders.
Heal or distract. I saw that, buddy.
Dude, KJ's on point with that.
You have to be as a rogue.
That's why we bring you to raids, right?
Oh shoot, sorry about that crap. I definitely have that.
And Chad, you want to come up, grab the, or who's ever not tanking it, come grab the riders.
Yep, we're both free. Okay.
The wolves are not like Shatterhalls.
Nope. Actually,
they're not.
Quite more nice.
They will charge though, so stack up.
In fact, I can probably over there get both of these stupid dogs.
It's so helpless, Chad. This sucks.
Yeah, I think I might put on my PvP trinket.
Just think of that. I'm like, it might be worth it.
World's
trinket, what's that?
And even their bite doesn't hurt.
It's live.
Imagine if they put the part stocks. Shatterhall stocks.
Nope.
These guys got a clue.
They just do that really annoying route that lasts for 8 minutes.
Hey, these guys got a weird googly eye on top of their forehead.
Mm-hmm. You got that good armor. Alright, be careful on top of these stairs. There's a group to the right and to the left.
Yes, the right one pulls first.
And the dogs have true sight.
Scott, Esta, you're up on Moon and Triangle for the Blood Mages.
KJ, are you sure they have true sight?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna run in and throw my block. I will not consecrate until there's sheeps, then I will pull down and consecrate.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds good. Crown, you don't have any mana.
A Venn diagram of why you think that?
Don't back up.
Ooh. Yeah, away from the top of the stairs, everybody.
Nope.
The wolves don't hurt, it's the blood mages.
Blade and raid, watch out.
Yep.
You say Blade Rave?
Kind of.
Sick.
Alright, let's grab Moon.
Sounds like it's kind of party.
I was about to say, where's this at?
You like the Blood Ant?
Y'all are really close on the left.
Yeah, I would be very close. You're very close to pulling back.
Playing with
Alright, now
fire.
we'll get Triangle.
I got it.
It's immune to stun, everybody. Immune to stun.
Thanks, Tom.
You've always been our best friend, Tom.
He doesn't even know.
That we still make fun of him for that?
I thought it was Scotland.
Do what, huh?
Exactly.
Well, let's talk about Tom from Facebook.
Alright.
MySpace.
You mean MySpace?
I was gonna say, don't you?
Yeah, MySpace. Yeah.
It's kind of funny you mentioned MySpace. I just signed into my profile for shits and giggles like yesterday.
I don't even remember.
Same as last time, let's get a sheep on Triangle and Moon. AoE down the rest.
I believe it was still there.
And make sure you pick up Skull.
4, 2, 1.
Oh, you're going back up too far.
Right there is good. Don't move any further.
That's a much more gooder pull.
It really was.
Gooder?
Grab Moon.
Gooder.
It was the goodest.
Watch yourself behind.
Watch behind? What?
Just watch your behinds. There's a champion looking at us real funny. It's giving us the stink eye.
Oh, we'll give him a stink eye.
Drag out.
I'm gonna fart on his pillow.
Another heart.
Mm-hmm.
I already
That's
farted on
good.
Zoma's pillow.
Come on, man.
I got a secret to tell you. I gotta tell you with my butt.
So there is no blood mages in this group, so just go ahead and pull.
Okay.
Something.
Y'all just go ahead and pull whatever you want off of me.
I got the skull.
Purple health bars, the ones I'm not looking at.
Purple is your color for another tank has it, right?
Yes.
Trying to figure out my colors. Mine are kind of different, but I'm trying to have the customized.
Blue.
That's good.
Just do like stoplight color.
It's kind of like a light Wednesday.
No, it's right.
We're gonna have to wait for the wolf pet.
Yep.
Unless we want to pull it with it.
We also want to line of sight it around the stair corner there.
Yep, to bring it back.
Edges.
So let's have mages up here, and is your rocket up?
It is.
Can you rocket skull, and then mages sheep, Esta on moon, What on triangle, Scott on diamond.
Alright, when come?
We should try to sheep them near the top of the stairs, just in case the wolf pet comes back. So we don't have to keep worrying about it.
Those other ones are running away. That rocket was so scary.
Or not. It's good too.
Just chilling a rocket whizzes by your head.
Keep LOSing.
Triangle made it into the raid. Killed triangle.
So did X. Okay, I'm holding X. But I'm not consecrating.
It's no longer near you.
Well, we got the next pole too.
We need tanks to the front.
Everybody line of sight on the stairs, come on.
Everybody line of sight to the stairs. We've got to do that now. Now. Grimstick has basically a bunch of stuff.
Kill the blood mage.
Yep, focus any casters. So that would be triangle.
Now skull. Kill the skull.
Yeah, keep interrupting this cast. Good job.
Great job.
You're hitting my targets not right.
Can we get a mass? Oh yeah, mass spell does work. I was gonna say for science. Yeah, it takes out the root.
I've been doing it.
Thanks, still.
Good recovery again, guys.
We can do it if it's next.
Just leaked on everyone. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like one of those college girls that hung out with Ann.
Oh, damn.
Compensated
And tell us
adequately.
tell us the party stories.
You shoot blood mage?
All NDAs and fair compensation.
Non-disclosure agreements?
There you go, Soloria.
The squealing.
This next group is a joke, other than the big guy.
Oh yeah, the one that launches you halfway across the room.
And almost launched you down into the Rilla Aquarius souls.
Scary shit.
Great times.
Won't hear shit, I just wiped the raid.
Yo, is the epic emerald spray is 34 gold right now?
Yeah, there's.
Get your mana.
How much stam is the epic gems?
15.
15, 18.
Oh, so it's just an eye of the sea?
Same as the others.
Okay.
just like crafting wise now.
Is that
Go
85%?
in and throw a holy shield in.
Alright, knock the big guy off.
You get the big, nasty, stupid warrior that changes stances.
Yeah, I haven't faced any of the walls except the one right behind me, so I'm just gonna face him. Oh, my, he's going to one again.
Oh, it's a whirlwind.
Blade Fury.
Watch out there, buddy.
I have evasion.
Shit, Leotheris is back.
That's
Right.
right. Yes.
Right.
He's still wielding.
Please,
He's
Fury.
dead.
Oh, he has got that macro.
Mhm.
He learned it from you, Ant.
He's an RPer too. He yells every time he dances.
Got mine from Duty. Oh,
Ant, can you do that for us, please?
What, the stance?
Do some RP when you stance.
Oh, okay, let me think of some lines. Actually, I was thinking about adding that into, like...
How about battle stance? Prepare for an offensive rush.
Do that.
There's a Mark Villadari back there that was.
I love that. Over.
Prime, I feel like you Dungeon Master.
Again.
Dude, he'd make a good one.
Owie! The sounds of a paladin thing.
Anytime they get hit for any amount of damage.
Blade in the raid. Chow. It's right near melee.
This guy's like mana burn or something?
Yeah.
Looks like.
The Reavers.
Take one off of the crime. One of us versus normal.
Yeah, grab the moon. Oh, we're gonna get some dogs. Get the doggy dog, man.
Oh shit. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I'll throw it on
Throw a cage there.
Get some.
You get a warning on that one.
Where I can.
That's fair.
That one's on Ant. Okay. I think I have a
Oh,
fair
bye
amount.
doggies.
Kill him.
God. Okay, moving. That guy's just standing there. Like, I need to shoot.
You're shooting me.
Stop.
Oh, I got that one. I see you, buddy.
I heard her.
that
I'm focused.
He's going confused. I am spoon. Then he's telling me.
That's
This
why
route's
Ant
pretty
has
cool.
NDAs with all those girls sort of being.
R. Kelly?
Make it rain, make it rain.
Ant made the music video.
That story behind the video.
Instead of chocolate rain, golden rain, right, Ant?
Oh shit.
Golden Grand.
What's the golden gram?
Damn, you old? Is it dusty? Fucking. If you yank on it too hard, it's gonna fall off.
Oh my god, it's ridiculous.
Oh,
But I love
shit.
it.
I'm just gonna get these grunts.
Look at these Get him on this go around.
Yep, as long as the pages are ready.
Got what
This
here?
is AFK.
Okay, Scott, can you sheep or triangle, whatever?
We should just pull those grunts with that group because they're just gonna reanimate them as the fallen, the Death Shapers. I guess it's more rep, right? Do these guys give rep?
I think so.
Well, we're about to find out when one dies. Yeah, they get rep.
Words?
But we can technically sit here and let them kill them all night. Get exalted.
There's definitely not that many skeletons to race, though.
Yeah, I mean, it just saves a little time.
Well, no, I'm talking about they raised 5 skeletons, but there's only 4 dead bodies.
Good.
Oh, you good? Oh, that's
nice. Oh, look, he's full health now.
Not for long.
nice. What do you do to him, Slurry?
Fuck him up.
I'm over here laying the hammer.
Pull these all the way up to the other corpses.
Oh.
Now when we tank those other guys, let's tank them as far over to the right as we can, and now they're not next to all those corpses.
Alrighty.
Okay, I've got bread and cheese.
You almost have a sandwich.
Missing orange juice.
Yeah, I was gonna say, damn it.
Hmm?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back. Welcome.
Aren't you hunters? Melvin.
I'm glad Mel's back.
I'm so glad Mel's
I'm happy Mel's back as well.
So basically, everyone with the hunters, that's good to know.
So
Yeah, you should come into the melee group. We'll treat you better.
Hunters don't get melee anymore.
I said yes, and Pika talks like
Okay.
once a year.
That's perfectly fine, but which one of the melee is not going to get Wind Fury?
I was gonna say.
ProStar.
Bro, we have ProStar in here.
Nope, ProStar has to stay in there.
What, he needs Wind Fury for fucking wisdom on the boss?
That's right.
Well, he has an oil on, so he won't even fucking get anything.
He just likes that oily sheen.
It does look nice.
How's someone coming up as sweet lemonade on my DPS meeting?
Go, 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 go.
You can change your name on details.
Yeah, Soloria is subpar.
Subpar.
Yep.
Huh.
Pulling.
Okay. Hi.
Come on, Ant, let's go get the other two.
Okay.
Blade Flurry. Good.
You get skull. Or I'll get skull. I don't know.
Oh, I just switched to it. Oh no.
They're being tanked. It works.
Buttons work. treat these like our early carables.
This fucking wing is so goddamn easy. We should be chain pulling.
We could leapfrog, yeah, just like back in the day. Okay.
Ooh, a heart.
Deep for thought.
Food
Drink
buff
up, buff up. Let's kill the boss.
Okay, some things we messed up last week. We did not run down the stairs to the back wall. Everybody just started DPSing on the stairs. So remember, we need to go all the way to the back wall and spread out. The ghost people did a pretty decent job. Just a reminder, when you get turned into a ghost, you will stay a ghost for a minute, then die. If you died as a ghost, you didn't do anything wrong. It's just a timer.
You come sit down
Kill the
here,
thing.
have a picnic as a ghost.
Start with 5, then go to 4, then tab 3, tab 3, tab 3 until 5 and 4 are off cooldown.
Does everyone understand that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. I'm not gonna waste the food buff. Oh, how many hours of Gandalf Sacks? Oh yeah. Let's go.
Go straight to the back wall. Arrow after Ant has 15,000 threat. Arrow.
Lasting is first again.
That's what I
Get-
thought too.
Get fucked blasting.
That sucks, bro.
30 seconds till you die lasting.
Now, Ouija pop hero.
He's 7%.
Prime stick. 30 seconds.
I'm already back here.
How did I get incinerated?
Oh, you stood in the fire.
%.
Pro star.
No.
%. Wow.
Now 30 seconds.
%.
Time, Dolly. 30 seconds.
%. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on here? 9%.
It said incinerated can be dispelled.
That's good. I didn't stand in fire.
Love you, Spiker.
Fucking, I'm like, where? I'm looking on the
seconds to now.
4%. Whoa.
Nice.
Oh, Cape. Nice, Grats.
I ripped thread at the end.
No, I died.
And died.
And died. Well, for not going into the spirit form, I did pretty good DPS. The power of auto attack.
Plus haste.
Grats,
and armor
Maui.
10.
True.
Thank you, Stella.
Yeah.
Great job, guys. I did not see a single ghost make it to the raid.
Yeah, that was really
There
clean.
was one that was really close.
Close, but didn't make it.
That's true.
That's all that matters.
Let's go fuck up Blood Boil.
Let's go fuck up. Blood Boy.
Rats,
Get a
I'm
res
out.
people first.
Rats.
I'll remember this, Zulia. I'll remember this.
It does.
Oh, my bad. I thought, Stella was with you.
Oh, Stella, you see that? I'm still. Oh, it went away when I got still holding the healing pot that I had in my hand
Standing
right
on his
before I
body.
died. He still had it in his hand. Oh, that's hilarious.
Last thing was to watch a new TV show or something.
No, he's just listening to old YouTube songs. It's like mean internet songs. Now he's quoting old videos.
Be looking right at you guys.
It's because I threw a pebble.
Oh.
Oh, I forgot to turn in my quest over here.
Yeah, Celoria has me on follow. I am a bad follow target. Just trying to buy us some time while people get here. Try to get this at a good time. Alright, they're distracted again, so we have like seconds.
Everyone's pretty much here. The tanks are ready. Go ahead and pull.
Get back here. Yes, it does. It started off like super small. It just got bigger and bigger. Holy shit.
That's what she said.
I don't get it.
Uh-oh.
Shit, tremor totem.
Yeah, it's not something to worry about anymore.
Guess what? I didn't.
You got a good pulse on your tremor totem?
You forgot to take off
No, I didn't run around.
Oh, I didn't run around either. That's great.
Appreciation.
Good shaman, or just lucky that he was able to predict
Good
and drop
shaman.
it right on the pulse on a random fear?
Don't be jealous. Good shaman.
Good shaman. Good shaman.
Oh, did Mel die?
Yes.
Good, Mom.
The trash in here, if it is marked with something, it has a special ability. The rest will be AoE down. Skull and X, please. So if we could face those away from the raid.
Sure.
Monger's still dead?
Drop
He's
it.
peeing.
Oh, okay.
I'm pulling.
Nice
The
to
Monger
meet you.
peeing?
Perfect.
Blood profits. Oh, he resisted.
No touchy.
Oh,
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Oh, these guys threat bite.
Mm-hmm.
Too close to the sun.
Living on the edge.
Take one of these off you. Promise we'll get you chewed a bit.
Che.
We got the beat.
Yeah, no more
BPM
tricky
radio.
stuff. More baby and shit.
My damage meters are tweaked out.
Why does it have you at number 1? Sorry, you just was set up bad, bro.
Oh,
It's because people keep changing their names.
oh, they can. Okay, I see. That's what it is.
Yeah, there's Blink and then Seed Spreader. Is that it?
I didn't know you could do that. I thought that was just a visual glitch on my end. I didn't know it was like Natalie powered.
I bet you Monger is Seed Spreader. I was right.
Alright, now that everybody's up, big guy, everybody's stat. You don't want to take the meteor solo. Unless for whatever reason your Pika want to do it for science.
Rock and pull incoming. Oh, point blank. Damn.
You had to get that close to see your rocket.
Oh. Well done.
Is it red like a dot?
Oh. That's a
That's foul.
Oh no! No touchies!
You just mowed through whoever was there. That was weird.
No, it was me because I forgot.
He's like me hate dropping.
It was like, I'm gonna die, let me kill Seabreeze.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Who was it? Somebody's niece or something saw me and thought that I was wrong.
Can one get another res? It had a timer on it, and then did res like so.
Freaky.
Thank you.
Get that one?
I turned into a mage.
Huh.
Alright. Gonna grab this again. No space, I don't want to grab that other thing. Okay, now we're good.
Stack up.
See the faith I had in you, Ant? I didn't even flinch.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you knew I had it.
Come on, let's go.
Face stop in front of all these people. I'll wait until we're in heroic gear to test me. I got you, man. He's so mad.
Hey, Crime. I didn't know if you noticed this or not, but these guys, they toss their shields.
Prove it.
They didn't spec for raid spec?
We have no red gems.
Bunch of yellows though.
There's a bunch at the guild bank. Nobody wants to pay that much for them.
I'd rather pay 400 than 800.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying there's a bunch in the guild bank, though.
I paid 6 gold for my 6 agility gems with my shoulders right now.
I accidentally hit left control. I don't know if I accidentally unmarked something.
No, you look good.
Cool.
Oh.
I'm gonna go in and do a thing.
Yeah, the one of the shield prophets is missing.
Oh yeah, the shield disciple.
Moving the Blade Fury out.
Sorry, Chad.
Oh no!
Oh no! No! Oh!
Oh, I did not mean to taunt. Sorry, Chad.
It's done. Let's go. It's done.
Oh my god!
Fuck. Sorry, Raid.
Oh.
All good. I'm freed up so I can play catcher here.
19 seconds on turtle.
I have a dot on triangle.
Moves away from that trap.
We may as well kill triangle next.
I accidentally fat fingered my multi-shot on that. I apologize.
My index finger got a little heavy, and then I pressed the taunt button on accident.
It's okay, yet again. We'd recover out of the shit.
Well, I see you, KJ.
Thank you.
Yeah, Pika's got a good question for you, Crab.
Oh, it's 40 yards.
And after Ant just saved us, and Chad just doing God's work, you know.
They're
Just
pretending
get
like
humbled.
they're pretending like the level cap 60 again. In there with those sappers and Fury prospect.
It's hectic. I will blow a super.
Was Ant ever Fury Prot?
There was one weekend,
1 week.
and there was the BWL, and it was hilarious.
Oh, he hated himself the whole time though.
Yeah, he's like, I don't understand. And instead of shield slam, use bloodthirst.
I was getting it, but then I was seeing my health going low, and I was like, so I was switching to my shield like as often as I could. I saw my health dipping because I just kept on thinking of my poor healers.
Are we gonna blame no trash drops on Germa this week again?
Yeah.
I didn't say shit.
Nah, last week he said at most 2 purples.
I mean, you know. To be fair, we're only getting like a third into this damn raid.
True.
Mother has a lot of trash leading up to her, so I mean.
Chad, why you gonna do me like that?
We are getting lots of gems though, which is nice.
Is it just
Your
me?
mic is weird.
I was gonna say, is it me or is S used the vibrator?
This is just
Yeah.
vibrating.
Whoa.
Yeah, Esta doesn't go there. Well, I mean, it depends on what Chad's into, I guess.
Right.
Wouldn't it depend on what S is into?
Oh yeah, Esta, it's just like a electric sound when you're trying to sleep.
Can Keek skip marker for a while?
Give me a second. As soon as everybody gets here, I'm gonna rebuff. I lost track. You guys keep fucking dying, and I have to spot buff you, but so many people die, I'm using more reagents than normal.
Translation,
Yeah, and
you're all garbage.
Honestly, as long as you have salve until we get to the boss, that's all that really matters.
So pull?
We shouldn't be wasting time rebuffing every little buff every time someone dies. Like, this is a long raid, we're not even halfway through it, and we had the first boss killed coming into this. If you want to get Illidan down, we gotta go a lot faster than this.
These guys have some crazy tanks.
Scheming up the charges. The watch charges.
I blame Ian for not having full yard con.
I get an open-ended warning for that.
Band of Devastation.
Oh, finally some ring.
Very nice.
Long ring.
I know, it should be
Lost stamp on that right now.
Taste.
Grabbing this guy to the right. That looks good.
Oh, poor drip.
Yep.
Stack up, y'all.
Keep an eye on the road. That guy.
Is Drip gonna be coming back next week?
Yeah, next week.
She signed up on Sunday.
Oh, okay.
What happened to her anyway?
Out of town visiting her girlfriend.
Now Bio's whole rotation's gonna be thrown off with that one piece of haste skew. You have your
Got the
finger.
haste belt too.
Your finger's so used to hitting it at a certain amount of time, and then I noticed it with my chain heal.
Man, it's good. Pulling this guy.
Did you even get a shot off?
If I'd like to hear
It
Ant.
just barely. Point blank. Rocket was on cooldown. We're pulling quicker.
Marker run out of bag space too.
I just want to see if we get some more.
You must not be very in tune with how often your steady shot goes off, because like I don't even have to look at my cast bar. And I know my chain heel's going off to queue another one.
Man, is it 88%?
Yep, we're good. Go. If it mana's above 80%, just keep pulling.
Well, at least we've got a lot of hearts tonight, so that's more gear.
It's true.
After we make our versus gear, are we selling the hearts? Should we just doing a rotation on them, or what?
We need them to make the reset.
And caster.
Killer
and-
bracers, caster bracers.
It's the new nether vortex, essentially,
Yeah.
but also needed for resistance.
Okay.
So since the last time I buffed, we're missing one.
Haven't seen any messages.
I mean, isn't she in the same house as you?
Yes. But I'm trying to get them away.
If you guys notice, I changed your groups a little bit for this fight. Help people get a little less confused. Group 5, 4, and 3. Oh shit, no. Melee, you're getting Mel.
Yeah, boy.
But we still have to give tanks a lot of threat too.
They have Maui.
More DPS gear.
I am not changing my gear because last time, the last attempt we did, I went balls out with as much threat as I could, and you guys couldn't. Like, even if I just white hit, it's like this.
Yeah, we're gonna try to just raise our couple here a little bit. So I'm definitely putting on more DPS gear than I did before, by like 3 or 4 pieces. Still a good balance, but a good amount.
So group 5, you're going to start in the pool. Alright? In the pool. When we get blood boil, we'll call group 4 in the pool. Group 5 will hop out. Group 4 will go in. When they get the blood boil, I'll call group 3 in the pool. Group 3 hops in the pool, group 4 hops out, and we just cycle that through in phase 1. Phase 2, he's going to select a random person and give them a fell injection. They turn really big, make sure you face him away from the raid. And healers need to be healing that person. Also, if you're a DPS and you get picked for it, like KJ gets picked for it, good luck any other DPS catching it.
It's gonna suck if hunters get it.
After that, no, if you get it, you just start meleeing. Raptor Strike will hit him for like 5k.
Oh shit.
Yeah. After phase 2 ends, it goes back to phase 1. We rinse and repeat. Threat resets after phase 2 ends. So stop DPS, let the tanks get him in position, then restart DPS. If I see a lightning bolt, an arrow, a backstab, whatever go off in that phase, I'm gonna kick you out of the fucking raid. Because this is progression, do it right, we don't care about parses.
So keep in mind, when he does Fell Rage, and he gives the Fell injection, he hits really fucking hard. And the person who gets Fell Rage gets 30,000 hit points and 15,000 armor. So they are the only person that can tank. If that person dies, it's a win.
Is anybody gonna call like the rotations?
Yeah, I'll call him.
Okay. Alright, we're gonna mark one person from the
I don't really think it's necessary because you know you're either group 3, 4, or 5.
Some people, I guess they can be visual into it. There might be too much rotation. It just helps if they know they have to follow steps. The reason for the rotation is the people who are the 5 farthest people from the boss get the blood boil.
Correct. So if you're not the farthest away, or if you are the farthest away and you already have the blood boil, then it stacks. And that's not a fun time.
Stacking debuff on players, which deals 600 physical damage every second for 24 seconds.
Which 1600 isn't a lot, but then 1200, then 1800. And you can see how that gets out of hand really quickly.
1200 a second is almost unhealable. For 5 people. Not without going completely over. Do you want me initiating?
Sure. Group 5 can just start in the water. So that way we don't have to back into the water when the fight starts.
Spike?
What's up? I didn't get a thingy on my screen.
No, says you're ready.
You ready?
You ready then?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Alright, let's go ahead and pull. Group 4 in the pool. Prime, I'd let them catch your way ahead.
That's why I'm not consecrating.
Target you.
Group 3 in the pool.
It's on Chad.
On Chad.
Group 5 in the pool.
Right, I'm right behind Chad.
Yeah, he went right back to me. I was dazed the entire time.
Group 4 in the pool. Big heals on Stella.
Stella. Stella's down.
Round.
Takes it down. Whip it up.
Weight protection.
Did I go to the right place basically from there?
Yeah, that was perfectly fine.
Am I gonna have to run back?
Maybe. Not sure.
I've got a soul stone.
You may, yeah, you're gonna be too close. I mean, you can try it, but
No, everybody,
Yeah, they should be able to, because we could get pretty close.
Stella just used a stone and did not hold, so everyone can be rest.
It was a good first attempt. Did seem like everybody was getting in and out of the pools. I would just watch. I don't think Heimdall made it far enough up after the first one.
yeah, he took like 3.
But hey, you know, it's a learning process.
Yeah, notice the threat was much better among the 3 tanks.
So shouldn't we have a hunter pull?
I mean, we can. The tanks aren't having any issue getting them over there. The issue we're having is Ant and Chad overtaking Crime.
Let's see. What else can I do?
The pally should be on the field.
Yeah, the Heimdall and Pro Star should be healing the
target.
Yeah, the whoever Blood Boil's attacking. Then Stussy, Bree, and I kind of just heal everything.
I've just been potting or light blooming the recruit mostly.
Yeah, that's what we'll be taking. Is once we can get the shift between the tanks down, like the most damage is going to be the Blood Boil.
Yeah, so.
But it looks like what Chad and I had changed, we're doing much better than last week. I wonder if you could actually play with the Consecrator too in the beginning, and then as you get more stacks, kind of let it taper off and see if we can just close that gap a bit.
I'm going to put one Consecrate down, and I'm going to use Righteousness instead of Vengeance, and you guys should be overtaking. By the time you overtook me, I had gotten the Blind and had like 12 something stacks on it.
Oh, okay, so that would be pretty good.
So the switch off has to happen before he gets to 10 stacks.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, indeed. Chad to try and help him catch up with it.
Yeah, so I need to like use a lot less spells. That's about it.
That also means DPS need to be careful because Prime's not going to be climbing in threat. And again, it's just something we got to get used to, like the 3 tanks generating close to the same amount of threat, but it's difficult with 2 warriors and a paladin because their threat generation is all completely different.
Will that stack fall off by the time it comes back around?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, it's impossible. It'll be real hard for me to catch up if I don't have the extra addition.
Pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you, Trent.
Unless you guys just want to do 2 tanks, and then I'm kind of not doing anything.
I believe you need 3 tanks because everyone, like, for the bleed, it's not going to fall off in time with 2.
Yeah. And is it a wipe? That's a threat wipe as soon as he comes out of Fell Rage, right?
Yeah, everybody starts back at 0. That's why that transition between phase 2 and phase 1 is very difficult.
Just have the hunters go on a rotation of emptying Prime.
I'm back. Sorry about that. I was gonna just go up there, cut my pizza, and bring it down, but I left the cardboard underneath the pizza when I put it on the pizza cooker.
So it's wrong.
No, the pizza's
Peel the pizza off.
Well,
the pizza's cooked. It's just stuck to the cardboard.
I'm gonna even put on Devotion Aura here. Well, that'll give us aura instead of more threat for me.
Alright, everybody's ready. Group 5 can go for a swim.
And if the previous tank has got that blind on them, I guess you maybe have to rotate them a little bit so that they don't get the breath. Because that's what killed me. Is I couldn't move behind the target, so when he did the whatever foul breath.
I'm wondering, Zulia, when crime standing, should Chad and I just be on the sides of the boss? Will that help? So in case there's a churn instantly, at least facing everybody would be towards the side. Too much of a risk of parry.
I mean, yeah, just as long as you're not parry hasting. And also, that helps your threat if you're not getting parried.
Yeah, let's try that, Chad. Instead of going directly aside, just a little bit like up this side, but not directly behind him. It'll help it make it more clear in the instant that one of us picks up threat. Because threat meter's a little wonky during that transition, so this one's clearly.
Okay, do full timer.
Ready.
Group 4 in the water.
9 stacks.
Group 3 in the water.
Chad climb.
Nice.
Nice change.
Okay.
Group 5 in the water.
It's on bio.
What?
Group 4 in the water.
On Chad.
X-Biker, you're at number 2 stack up.
It's on KJ.
It's on KJ.
Heal KJ.
Oh man, look at KJ just pulling away right now. Alright, we're gonna get a good chance to attempt the transition.
Falling off in 3.
Oh,
Out again.
Tried.
it's all good. I should
Edge
pop
lined
out
up
some.
like a tape.
Right back on Chad.
Carmen Nano 2.
Chad, oh, you're good.
My empties go.
Group 3 in the water.
That's 10, I'm gonna try 5.
Group 5 in the water.
Slip oil.
Yeah, we have people
on it.
down.
Yeah, people are gonna get stacks now.
Group 4 in the water.
Ant. I'm trying, Ant.
Oh, you're good. I'm at 3 stacks. So, oh, I just got the. Target you. Alright, go ahead and turn.
Group 3 in the water.
Oh, neat. Face it away from you.
Oh, it's back on me.
Back to you. Pro Star. Heal Pro Star. Pro Star, you can heal yourself.
Yes, you can.
Star murdered up.
Okay, the heals are increased 300%.
This is your chance to take over the healing charts.
I just keep targeting healers.
Targeted me, and then I died.
You getting back?
There's not a whole lot of choices left right now.
Even Stella was chosen last.
Group 5 in the water. There is no group 4. So group 3.
Yeah, we were murdered by ProStar.
There's a breath on Chad.
Should we kind of loosely spread out in the water, not just like straight stacked on each other?
Alright, I'm at 14, so I'm gonna take it easy. It's on ground. Do white damage. It's on Chad.
Chad.
Yeah, we could spread out a little more. But all in all, that was a lot better, guys. Like that.
You want me
That's
to do red tag?
literally.
It's on ground.
Still this stuff.
Okay.
That's literally the whole fight. We just keep doing that. We avoid the pulling threat at the beginning, and we'll probably kill him this next time. Because it's a lot like Archimond, where if one person dies, especially in the range, if a range person dies, out of that group of 15 we have set up, it becomes substantially more difficult to handle.
Yeah, what did I do wrong there to kill people? I don't understand what I did.
No, you didn't do
It wasn't your fault. It was the geyser when you came up. We were all too close to you.
Yeah, we should, if you give, like,
We should spread out.
a little 5-yard difference, then yeah. But the issue is you gotta be careful when you spread out, because it can mess with, like, you want to spread out but not too much, because it can mess with the blood boil and send it to somebody else.
So if you're in the pool, just go all the way to the back.
Yeah, that works too. But yeah, you didn't do anything. Estim was just blaming you.
Yeah, sorry. It wasn't your fault, ProStar.
But all in all, that was definitely our best attempt. I have a decent amount of faith that we're going to get it on this one. Because we haven't even harrowed or anything. We're just trying to learn the mechanics.
You should be watching threat meters all the time. You should put your threat meter like in the middle of the screen.
So I've been using my misdirect to kind of help the tank catch up once, like, crime, for example, is approaching 10 stacks. Is that an inappropriate use of my misdirect, or...?
Oh, you're saying you're putting it on boom after the 10 stack on crime?
So, like, when crime's at, like, 8 or 9 stacks, I use my misdirect on the tank who's second on threat to help him catch up. That's what I've been doing, but I'm not sure if you want me to use it for a, different purpose or not.
To be honest, that does sound like a pretty good idea.
Tell you what,
Yeah,
what
it
I'm
really
gonna do this time is when I hit 10 stacks, I'm gonna bubble.
Oh, that could work too. Yeah, that when you announce when you're gonna bubble, then we'll see who's number 2, then kind of pre-position whoever
Yep,
is.
it'll go off you guys for a while. The bubbles will actually immediately remove my stacks, and if I'm still up on threat when my bubble wears off, it's a tank swap. We automatically get a free tank swap
That is
twice.
That's
Okay.
smart. Good thought.
So I guess since he's going to do the first one, then whichever one of myself or Chad, whoever gets it after crime bubbles, then the next misdirect will either go to crime or to whoever's second. But crime can keep up that same threat he's doing, and it looks like he may just get it back after.
I know one of us is saving a misdirect after the bell rage to help crime regain threat.
Good ideas.
Does Bop get rid of your bleeds?
It might. So I might have 2.
Yeah, and then once Forbearance falls off, we can have one of the Holy Paladins bop you, see if the bleed goes off. I don't know.
It should go off.
How long is the cooldown for Forbearance?
So
2 minutes.
No, Forbearance itself is like
1 minute?
1 minute? I think it's 1 minute.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, so you can just take a bop from a Holy Paladin real quick, clear the stacks, and then get them again.
At that rate, you can just be a full-time tank.
Well, let's see if that works. I mean, I don't think I could tank him for a full minute without getting over 10 stacks. But we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what it does.
You can for sure tank them twice in a row.
Yeah.
I'm good. I don't know about others, but
I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay.
Alright, I'm ready.
that gumbo does get rid of your food buff, by the way.
Yep.
Ellie.
So, I don't know if anybody else saw it, but my threat meters weren't resetting, so I may have had bad intel on the threat drop. We're also going to attempt to harrow in phase 2 when threat is not an issue.
It seemed
progression.
like the threat went right to chat after the.
Yeah, that's what I saw too, but I didn't know if anybody else could verify seeing that.
Well, that's everyone ready. So,
All right, let's get
Places,
this down.
people.
Let's get this one down.
Damn, Ted, you got everything. Thanks, man.
Oh, flask is up. Gotta reflask for half an hour. Redo my oil. Yeah. We can do it.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Group 4 in the water.
Target you.
Group 3 in the water.
Nice.
If I'm crying,
bubbling. It's on you. It's on Sadao.
this is how I run the front.
Group 5 in the water.
Pull it off here. Right, face down.
Oh shit.
Got it.
It's back on me.
Oh, back on it.
Group 4
on
in the
you.
water.
Oh,
I'm doing good so far, 7 stacks.
Shock it in.
Go ahead and harrow.
Heal yourself, I'm dying.
Yeah, it's still showing at top of the threat meter right now.
Yeah, the threat meter doesn't work when it's in this phase.
Yep. You get a debuff where your actions generate no threats. The little eyeball thing on the right.
Right, it's on it.
Back
Back
on
it up.
camp.
Group 5 in the water.
Right, I've got
Group
8.
4 in the water.
Once I get to 10, I'll start tapering it down.
It's 10 on camp.
Right, it's 10. I'm doing what damage now?
Target you.
Yeah, the about.
Group 3 in the water.
No one needs to have the crime.
I already emptied them.
Oh boy.
Right,
Group 5 in the water.
On Chad.
yeah, heal.
Oh boy.
Chad's done.
Chad's down.
Prime.
It's on me.
Oh, it's on me.
Group 3.
Right,
Or
back.
group 4, sorry.
Abzulio.
I'm gonna go for the last. I know that there's something he does that can refresh this. Go in position in case I get it. Damn, it's only 20 seconds. I don't know what this is.
Zulia
Are you
died.
healing yourself, Zulia?
Yeah.
Attila does not have a soul stone.
Misty got. Chad,
I
let's
still
play it
think
safe.
that was improvement.
No reason to run.
I do think we have the blood boiled thing down, so that's good. One thing I want to try for the Fel Rage is we're actually gonna kind of form lines. So like group 5 will be a straight line across, and then group 4 will be right in front of them. So like, I'm explaining it poorly right now, but I can show the setup once we're all rezzed.
And we should all be abreast 5 wide, moving in.
Yeah.
So that we're not blowing up 5 to 10 people every time someone gets hit that's at range.
Yeah, Art's picking up what I'm trying to say.
So only 3 people are getting blown up instead of the whole.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. About 30 minutes left in raid, folks.
Zuli, I recall reading something on a guide mentioning about how the acidic wounds can get refreshed from a what it is. I think it's, does the Arcing Smash refresh or add more acidic wounds?
It can, yeah.
Okay, Chad, that's what I'm thinking, because I know that we were trying to go side to side so that way we could tell who it clearly went on, but it looks like us doing that, we may be unable to lose our wound debuff, because if we get hit by one of those, it's yeah, and I noticed I was like at 17 even though I hadn't been taking them during that. So I was like, crap. So I think it's refreshing, so we'll just go to be behind the boss as usual. Yeah, just to play it safe and see if that helps with it. Thanks, Mel. Yeah, that was my fault. I thought it would be cooler to keep the raid safe, but it's like we're keeping ourselves in danger by doing that.
It's a good idea, though.
It looks like it's 10 yards, ProStar.
So range 10 and only have the people in your group within 10 yards of you.
Well, I was gonna spread it out a little differently because we have to shift back and forth. So, once we get buffed up, I'll...
In their spike group.
I just got a res. I've been waiting that whole time.
Still waiting on this dead anyways.
Alright, well, Esta, while we're waiting on Esta, Gravy, do you want to stand where Star is? And Monger,
I'm back. Sorry about that.
and then Seabury. And see how we'll do that, and then group 4 will be like one in front as well, and then group 3 will be one in front as well, and then you just step back and then back out of the water, so that way we're at least a little more spread out, so not everybody's getting hit at once by the Fel Geyser.
You're ignoring me, Stella?
No.
I think you clicked it because I just tried to message you back. And it says you're ignoring me.
Are you sending him jokes against Spike?
Well,
no.
Okay. That's right.
Did you get the test?
Who's Spiker, man?
Alright, so we're gonna line up and then let's have or Whirlpool.
Who pulled?
I'm
I
Dolly.
think I'm Dolly, just fat butt. But it.
Yep.
Alright. If you do not
Report.
have for 3,
it's 12 on me, 13. I'm gonna bubble. Ready?
Ready. It's on in.
for 5,
Switch to the totem for some reason. Or he's on Chad now.
Back on me.
for 4,
Stop. Look down.
She's always a healer, man. And Dolly and Zulio were picked last time. Now Stella again. And Katie's the only DPS that's ever been chosen.
Yep. Twice last week too. May as well just die. Don't try to run away.
I think it's because Mel is not putting fire.
Hey, I have been putting fairy fire, just apparently not when you've been looking.
You're gonna have to run back, right?
looks like it.
Closer to the monk.
I used mine on the last attempt.
Geeks at it.
Geeks is up.
And Maui.
So are we not
Okay.
gonna zone in or are we zoning in?
There's 2 people raising, so should be alright.
So what I'm reading is we just need to count the literally be 5 stacks of blood boil every phase 1. So the second the 5th stack goes out, we just need to scatter.
Is there
Okay.
any reason why we have to take him by the waterfall and be able to use that waterfall?
It's so the reason
I'm just asking
that
because I think it would be easier if we got in position before pulling, and we can't really do that because there's not enough room that one.
You could use these
Like fire
braziers.
things on the side.
These braziers on the side.
yeah, I mean we could do that as well.
Behind the brazier, in front of the brazier.
And don't worry, you can stack acidic wound up to 60 times.
Up to 60. Damn, what's that take for?
So basically, just to make sure I understood what was being said, the second time that group 4 goes in each time, we all need to spread the fuck out.
Yeah, so the second the blood boil goes off, we just scatter.
Yeah, so second time group 4 goes in, each rotation, spread the fuck out.
And I don't know if it's something we want to think about, but I was looking at other strategies. People were saying that they have the mages jump in if you have a decent amount of mages. They can take multiple stacks of blood oil and then just
ice block
it. And that way you have healers don't have to swap in to get blood oils, so they can focus on healing. But I don't know exactly how the logistics of that works.
I mean, at this point, we might not want to try and overcomplicate it too much, because we did have 2 really good attempts before this one, and we did ass pull this one.
Yes, I agree. If, maybe we think about that for future dates.
We just need to be careful that we're not scattering until the blood boil goes out, so that way you don't get an additional stack of blood boil.
So are we doing it where we're going with water?
I mean, we can tank it this way too. That doesn't really affect things.
Hold on, do we spread out before or after blood boil?
So it's going to be after the 5th one. So I'll call it out. So basically when you get your 2nd blood boil, we're all going to scatter.
Okay.
Okay, everybody's ready.
So we're going to the water, or are we doing the bridge?
I'll just let the tanks call it. You guys are the ones that have to hold it.
What we were doing, obviously.
Yeah, I don't want to change too much, so let's just keep it the way we were doing it.
Yeah, just when the 5th one comes out, everyone just spread.
That means Seabury stands still and everybody else run away from her.
Sounds like a good idea.
Tree problems, am I right?
5, 4, 3.
Alright, group 5 in the water, everybody else should be not in the water.
10 yards, Stella.
Group 4 in the water. 3 in the water.
Looks like you ready? You might switch to chat. All right, it's on chat. Number 2.
Brew 5 in the water.
Watch your threat.
It's on chat.
Brew 4 in the water. Get ready to spread out. Spread out.
Heal Rakiku.
That's on it. Oh, that's getting.
I don't know how we got that dot in melee.
It was on a totem. It's on Searing Totem 5. So I would say that you don't drop any totems that directly attack the boss, because if they're going to generate threat like that, they can be target to Fell Breath.
Does somebody have a soulstone?
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, so
Run back.
Anybody have the DI?
Do not have the opportunity to. I think both DIs are on cooldown.
I think we need to repair anyway, so might as well.
Yeah, we can just teleport to the middle platform, run back.
Oh, where do we teleport from?
As soon as you run in, it's the broken on your left. You just tell them to teleport you to the middle of BT.
You know, in the Black Temple tunic where you had to do Arcatraz and find that dead guy, and then you brought him back, and he was like, "Oh, hi, Kama. No, I can't stay alive." So he kills himself.
Yep, he goes to the spirit world, air quotes. Yeah, he's like, "I must go to the spirit world." And Akama's like, "Alright, fam." And fucking sends him to the Shadow Realm.
Like, no, if I'm alive, Illidan's gonna know I'm a traitor, and he's gonna get my secrets from me, so I better kill myself. And now he teleports you to the middle.
Prime, you okay?
It's story time.
Yeah.
I barely sat down. I just gonna kill myself. It's only a game.
He was talking about it in DC, bro.
Oh, then yeah, continue.
That was a big repair build, damn.
Yeah, 19 gold for me.
28 for me.
Sucks to be a plate word.
Good old
Blade.
person rating.
Yeah. Love it.
Blood boil. I hate this boss.
Does he make your blood boil?
Dirty, dirty boy.
I love that boss.
Anybody want to get in retail and just go whip on him?
I love that boss because I don't have to do shit. It's just plain.
Yep.
Yo, oops, our shitty ass RNG, he keeps picking a healer for the...
Yeah, everyone is healer.
It'd be like that.
And then the ones that, when it's not a healer, they...
Yeah, it happened to us a couple of times where one of the melee was out of Mirror Shadow, had to step into those groups to fill that last spot because they were just knocking him down over and over.
Is anyone else seeing this invisible pole only when you get close?
Yep.
What the fuck?
Yeah, what is it?
But when I get next to it, if I jump, it disappears.
Huh. Interesting.
Game's ahead of his time, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna go bed. Good luck with the rest of your raid, guys.
Thanks, I'm good.
Happy birthday. Shut up. Getting lagged so fucking hard every time he does that.
Alright, we got him this cool, guys.
Last attempt.
I think we just got really shit RNG with the, him breathing the fire totem.
That and choosing a healer.
Yeah.
If you're a DPS and you can heal yourself, try to just toss a heal on yourself while you get into position. Because you take a lot of damage when you transform.
Band-Aid spec.
We saw already.
And who's chosen for full rage is 100% random, right? There's nothing like placement or anything that has anything to do with them.
Ertog says you. Yes, you.
Everybody should just stack on Stella or something if it didn't do damage, because Stella's always picked.
That's true though.
He really likes Stella, or I guess hates him.
Ooh. Wow.
Damn, I was about to take that too.
75, 74, 65.
I lost 200 gold to a warrior in a cruel mag today, just death rolling. And then
34, 33.
Whole time, and then
And
you
a
got
1.
the DPS buffs on.
Okay, I got an idea that I think will work good. And won't change too much stuff. Will help. Can we move one healer into group 3? Let Vista in the other group and have, you said 4 people, right? It goes on 4 people that are far away.
5.
Oh, I thought it was 4. Then never mind.
Oh, what is it under? It's not honor. Not whisper. System messages.
Well, everybody's ready. So it did look like the Fellblood went out before the 5th one. So it looks like we're just gonna have to have group 4 back and everybody else scatter away. Because as I was watching the DBM timers, they're like right on top of each other.
As soon as I got out of the pool, I spread out.
Said everyone's ready, right?
Yeah. Group 4.
Target you.
Group 3.
Okay, I'm gonna bubble. Now.
It's on check.
It's on it.
Good.
Group 5.
Coming down.
Bubbles coming off in 1.
It's on crime.
Careful, see where you've got 4 stacks.
Group 4, everybody spread out.
Jesus.
Fuck him up, Monger.
Heals on Monger.
I don't know how I got 4 stack.
Yeah, I don't know either. Maybe
I
someone
was-
wasn't back far enough.
Well, I went
5 seconds left.
2 people in group 3 are dead.
It's on crime.
Are we having melee take place in group 3?
Yeah.
Do you want me to get Seaver yet?
Group 5. Yeah. No, if you grab C.
Comes 8 stacks.
Group 4.
At 10 stacks.
Alright, go on.
Need someone to put me after for group
Bubble.
4.
Chad.
Ooh.
Okay, Boff does not get rid of the stacks.
Oh, that sucks.
Back on
Oh, he just straight knocked me into the group.
Back on Chad.
I have no idea how I even had threat. I was watching the meter.
Does he just randomly choose somebody with the arcing smash?
No, that is a cleave.
Oh, fuck.
You're taking
So he did knock crime back and turned around. So.
Yeah, when my
might
bop,
be it.
when my bop wore off, he turned around and arcing smash. It's on Stella. Look at that. Imagine that.
Should we run back?
Stella does have a soul stone.
Yep.
We got another soul stone. We got a soul stone.
Wrong button.
We
Alright,
got one more attempt.
it's time for me to yell.
A little late there, Chief.
People need to understand, right? The farther you are away from the boss, you're going to get blood boil. Savory, you were the farthest away from the boss. That's why
I
you
was
got
out
first
of the pool. I was
It doesn't
not-
matter if you're in the pool. You were on the side of the. You were by the ramp. You were the farthest away from the boss. Therefore, you were getting a stack of blood boil at your time. The spreading out only works if we are exactly the same range from the boss. So
It's distance.
that's why we have people go in the pool. The pool doesn't mean anything. The pool could be the fucking ramp for all I care. You are farther away from the boss, you're gonna get a stack. 5 people, the 5 furthest people get a fucking stack. So it's just like we've done this how many times now? And like we just need to go with the strategy of spreading
Last
out
thing.
when it gets to the 4th or the 5th one.
Last thing.
Alright?
Last thing. Teleport. Teleport. You walk past the teleport.
I don't know, I onked last time and wasted
Oh,
long, so I
come
don't know
here.
where the teleport is.
I saw you walking away. I'm like, you take it the long way, homie. Come here. The dude right here. Talk to him. He'll port you up.
Where I'm at on the ramp, I didn't come here until after I got my second whatever blood boil. And I had already had 4 at that time. And I was not on the ramp. I was over there on the other side of that little torch thing.
Oh my
next
god.
to all of the others, so I don't understand how I got 4 stacks when I should only have had 2 when I was over there with the rest of them. And I was not in the pool.
Why was I running like
One
that?
person from group 2, 3, and 4 were not in the pool like they were supposed to, which means I got their mark.
That was weird.
I'm not there right now, so I can't see where you are.
Where I'm at, I ran over here after I got my second mark, and I already had.
If people are worried about blood boil getting on them, they need to just stand in the middle of the floor, not next to the pool, not with the raid, because people are going into the pool and out of the pool. If you're literally just 1 yard away from somebody that needs to get the stack, just stay away from them. Go closer to the boss because they need to get the stack, not you. Because he picks 5 of the furthest people. So
We also had
Yep,
2
I
people in group
understand.
3 dead.
This is where I have been standing after I get out. I start in the pool every run.
okay.
How many
so,
healers do we
here,
have?
I'm back now. So let me, where were you standing?
5.
When I died,
Just the whole fight. Where were you standing? Like just
right
show
here.
me. Right where? Right here? Yeah. Okay, so the boss is over here, right?
Right in the middle of the thing. So how am I the furthest away?
Because
When I'm standing
diagonally,
right here?
diagonally, you're the furthest away.
But I shouldn't be the
When the
furthest
whole
away if
raid-
there's somebody
Ah.
Oh, fuck.
standing over here.
Oh, fuck.
We're all in combat. Nice.
That was ridiculous.
It's all trigonometry. Is what I'm saying. It's all geometry.
I understand
like,
that, but I should
yeah.
not have been in. I should not have been furthest away.
Come on, get that fucking blood boil off.
Don't
me.
run
Shit.
back.
I can't even argue right now. I can't.
Just die and wait.
Yo, did Stella avoid combat again?
I did.
Stella, you are a G.
And so did I. Woo!
Got sick of repairing.
Sorry for pulling.
Stella vanish and fainted.
Stella
I'm
over here
alive.
playing that server where you pick whatever abilities you want. Like, yeah, I'll take Vanish, Invis, Faint Death.
Oh man.
Thank you for whoever DI'd me.
So, how many healers do we have between group 5, 4, and 3?
There's 2 in group 3, 1 in group, none in group 4, and 3 in group 5.
Okay. Because another
2 and 3 and 3 and 5.
another strategy that they were saying, they were putting all the healers in like group 3, because then they're only in for 1 blood boil.
I mean, everybody's just getting one, but I guess I see what you're saying, that they only have to move for 1.
Well, because if there's 5 blood boils potentially, then group 5 and 4 are going to have to take the blood boils twice. Healers are only going to have to take it once, no matter what, so they get to focus more on healing throughout the entire fight. There's only 1 blood boil phase where they have to be out, but that also is weird because then you've got 1 blood boil phase where
everyone's
5 healers are not healing.
I mean, we're still healing. We just take a couple steps and then go back to healing.
Sounds good to me.
I don't know. We got 1 more attempt. Let's get 1 more pull on this since we
Sounds plan.
are here. Everybody up. But there is like a few seconds where he gets really big before he puts the fell thing out, which is enough time to spread. But somebody needs to call that out. I'll try and call it out, but I may not get it. Being that I'm staring at his crotch most of the time.
But yeah, I did figure out why they tank him in front of the
Arcing Smash
waterfall.
knockback.
Yeah, the knockback. Keep the tanks from flying everywhere.
That makes sense.
Let's kill this guy and end this week on a high note.
Sounds like a plan.
This is going to wind things up here, folks. Last attempt. Let's make it a good one. Be able to watch this stuff on the reels.
Ready.
YouTube channel. Do a boss recap every week. Let's go.
What the hell? That was 1 hit.
Y'all were hungry.
Right there. We got straight up.
Group 4.
Right there.
Target you.
Group 3.
Right on in.
Good turn.
Back on crime. That was a close one.
Group 5.
It's on chat.
Heals are a little bit better.
Oh, sorry.
Blind on me.
Fell Rage in 5.
May go back to
Everybody
cleaning up.
scatter.
Nope.
Everybody scatter.
Stun Chad.
I'm out of range. Go.
It's on me. Baby.
Heals on
Gravy. Heal gravy.
Back on con. Be on it.
Oh no, gravy died.
What was that?
What?
Oh, Gravy died.
Yeah, that was a weird one there because ProStar got a blood boil when I wasn't even in the water there as well. So I don't understand how I got a blood boil there when I was.
It doesn't matter if you're in water if you're farther away than the
No,
other 20 people.
I understand that, but
Oh!
people behind me
What?
got it.
I was friggin' invisible. You still smashed me.
It's okay. We'll get them next week. We'll probably, I think, Reliquary of Souls will be easier for us as a group. We'll probably go there next week first.
That's a pretty fun fight.
It is a fun fight. A lot of moving parts. Healers have to DPS.
Okay.
Tanks have to trade off. It's intricate.
I'm gonna mute Discord, and then we're gonna wrap things up, folks. We didn't get Blood Boil down, so this is our progression point. But we had some wicked tunes tonight, some decent fights, just some good loot. So not a bad raid at all. I'm gonna go hit the hay. I got work at 4 o'clock in the morning. So y'all take care. We will catch you on the next stream. Good night, everybody. Peace out.
Thank you.